Morning, Rob.
Morning, Andy.
I feel like we're going to be talking about wheels.
Kind of.
Cool. What do we got here?
So this is our super single adapter. There's a lot of super single conversion
Sure.
options on the market now.
Right.
And we wanted to try to come up with, I guess, a better way to do it.
Okay.
So
Interesting. Yeah.
some of the negatives, what's going on the negatives of some of the other super single conversions, is that you don't end up with this, you have multiple different wheels on the van now.
Yeah, totally. I've noticed that.
Yeah. So you have, because
The front and back wheels are basically the opposite
they
wheels.
are opposite.
So
Yeah.
there's no way to interchange them.
You can't really run the rear wheel up on the front. So you end up with a unique spare tire.
Right.
That's machined front and back.
Right.
It works.
Right.
Can't rotate your spare in. If you got 5 tires, it's kind of nice to rotate all 5 in.
Totally. Well, and I've been looking, the offsets are totally different between those front and rear versions, So like when you're running that spare wheel, it's the front offset, which is less than the rear. So you lose a lot of rear track width if you have to run that spare.
Right.
It's kind of, it's suboptimal.
It's suboptimal.
Yeah.
So how can we come up with a better solution? We make really awesome wheels with a very high load rating now. So why not use our wheels on your Sprinter 3500 dually if you want to convert to super single?
Well, so what's different between the front ends, let's say on a 25 and a 3500?
Absolutely nothing.
Okay.
The only thing that's different likely is your front spring.
Okay.
But from what we can tell dimensionally, it's all exactly the same.
Right.
So
aside from the dually like bolt pattern spacer.
Yeah. So it's just an adapter.
2500 hub.
Right.
So you're all going back to that same load path, right?
Yep.
Okay.
So effectively what's going on in the front with that adapter, we are now like changing it. So like that adapter goes away in the front and we're putting an adapter on the rear to convert the rear to that standard 2500 lug pattern. So you can run this one wheel everywhere.
Very cool. And so you're able to run our wheels, obviously, but you're able to run other manufacturers' 2500 specific wheels within reason?
As long as they have a load capacity that, is within range of your vehicle.
Fair. Yeah.
Then you're fine. So you got to do some homework there. We're confident in our wheels because they have 4,200 pound load capacity.
Sure.
So we're confident in these wheels on this chassis.
Yeah, and these are 17. So there's a couple options in 17-inch tires that are, more than adequate for the back of a heavy van like this.
Yep.
So what's this made out of?
So this is a 4140 forging.
Wow.
Yeah, it's gnarly.
Sounds fancy.
It's fancy.
Yeah.
We spent a lot of time, in the engineering phase doing multiple finite element analysis on these to make sure that this is insanely overbuilt for the application.
Right.
We tweaked the part, we changed geometry on it to take out any stress risers that we found doing the FEA on the part. We played with different materials. We ended up with, a 4140 normalized material. It's through hardened. It's a forging. It's a 26 pound hunk of metal.
I mean, that's a very industrial looking piece. That's for sure.
Yep.
This looks like something you'd see in like a boiler in a nuclear reactor or something.
Yeah. And it's, it's luckily with like our partnership with Randy's now, Randy's has spent a very long time making lockers and axle shafts and ring and pinions.
Yep.
So we're able to lean on their engineering resources to test all this and ensure that, it is exactly what we want it to be.
Right.
So
yeah, with like material hardness, material quality and all that.
Is it actually through harden? Is it the proper material?
Right.
Is the consistency there? We're able to do that now. We couldn't have done that before. And now we have that ability. So it's pretty cool. I'm excited about this part.
I think it's great. I know when we started talking about this idea, I thought that's like, man, that sure seems like a better way to do it in my opinion, because 5 tire rotations are awesome. The ability to have, access to more wheels versus like a couple wheel patterns from a couple manufacturers is nice.
Right.
I know we've talked a little bit about some other wheels we might offer in the future that would pair nicely with this as well. But then also be cross-compatible to a 2500, to me, that's kind of a great solution. Now, So, I mean, this is using 2,500 lug bolts, right? So that's what, a 14 mil? I mean, how does that compare to like a 3,500 lug bolt?
It's the same 14-1.5 setup. Like, you know, like we said at the beginning, like that's how the front adapter is held on.
Right.
Mercedes actually offers like an OEM super single adapter.
Okay.
And
which is how they do it on those vans.
Right. Right. And their adapter is like 2 adapters. That was what kind of sparked the idea of like, can we just
Gotcha.
make like a really burly adapter
Right.
to maintain GVW, but get the super single conversion?
So everybody else is kind of making some, I don't know, I'd say they're kind of oddball shaped wheels.
They are. They got
You know?
some goofy offsets going on. And
Yeah. Whereas we looked at like, well, how did Mercedes solve this problem? Let's
Right.
like adapt it for our needs and purposes.
100%.
Fair enough.
Yep.
That's great.
So this is designed to put the wheel mount surface on a dually rear axle, exactly what a 2500 series single rear wheel van is. So it's makes it exactly that. So your front and rear track width is exactly what that 144 or 2500 Rebel is.
Yeah, so if you're working with like a full bodied van, I mean, we got this Echo right here, but if you're dealing with a full bodied van, you basically end up with the exact same stance as far as like tire poke and where it sits in the body as you would on a 2500.
Yep, it's just as if you ordered a 2500, 170 or 140. The van looks exactly the same.
But with the burlier axle and the burlier frame.
Burlier axle, the burlier rear frames, you know, reinforcement that a 3500 has, and then your higher GVW.
Awesome.
So
yeah, cool. So it's a kind of like a great way to bridge between like that 3500 kind of awkwardly small tires but nice payload rating, whereas you can get, you know, the super singles and go to a nice big flotation tire, but you know, you end up with some drawbacks in the wheels, and so we kind of went around all that.
Yep.
Outstanding. Love it.
Another one.